Hey guys, it's George. Welcome to today's video. Today we're here to rate and review the red carpet looks from the American Music Awards 2021. These looks actually slapped. We've seen some problematic red carpet fashion this year, and I was actually really impressed with the looks that we saw from this carpet. If you are new to this style of video, hi, hello, welcome. Welcome. Let me explain how this works. I've got majority of the red carpet looks here on my laptop. I'm going to go through, talk references, designers, concepts, silhouettes, fabrics, details, you name it. We're going to talk about it, and then as it's a review, I'll be rating each look out of 10. And since it's the American Music Awards, let's go with 10 statues of liberty. 10 lady liberties. There we are. The first thing that came to mind. Just a little bit about my fashion background before we get into it. I studied fashion design at university where I specialised in menswear, and then I went on to work in the industry for 4 years where I worked with affordable brands, contemporary designers and British heritage brands. Let's get stuck into it. First up, we have Cardi B. Of course, we needed to start with the host of the evening. She did an amazing job hosting this and the outfit changes. But we're gonna focus on her red carpet look, which was by Schiaparelli. Cardi B and Schiaparelli always pull out a look, and this look on the red carpet is no different. Schiaparelli have been fucking nailing it with these red carpet looks, and this is so beautiful. What I love about this is when you take away the avant-garde accessories, the mask, the earrings, the tulle over the head, you've got this really beautiful, elegant black gown, and it just fits her body so perfectly, and it gives her this really beautiful shape. And then the train cascading onto the carpet. This train is just the perfect amount. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's Goldilocks vibes, it's just enough. And then the mask, the earrings, the tulle, it gives it this very avant-garde contemporary fashion vibe. And black and gold, I feel like it's becoming a Schiaparelli signature. Think of Bella Hadid at the Cannes Film Festival with the gold lungs, the black dress. We're seeing it again here. The earrings are just absolutely fucking insane. And can you imagine how heavy these earrings are? That is commitment to a fucking look. I bet Cardi's ears were killing by the time she got off the carpet. Cardi's look's then been finished with the elbow length black gloves, and Cardi B is known for having crazy long nails, all the gems, the stones, and I like the fact that they've pulled that into the look here and they've added the gold nails onto the gloves. It just makes it her. It makes it a Cardi look. This look deserves 10 lady liberties. It is the perfect way to start off this red carpet. Next up, we have 24K Golden. I am obsessed with this look. This has to be one of my favorite menswear looks from the evening. I'm obsessed with this floral print. It's so perfect on him. It's very simple, black and white, the little pops of yellow in the middle. What I love about this printed suit is that it is a very contemporary silhouette, and it's got this subtle 70s vibe about it with that slight flare to the trouser. And what I love even more about this is the fact it's been styled shirtless. The flash of flesh, it helps break up the print. And wearing suits shirtless, it is just such a contemporary vibe. It's a great way to style them, especially for events. So, you know, if you're looking for some inspiration for party season, the festive season, look no further. 24K Golden has got you covered, and also the layered chains with the chest. It is speaking to me. 24K Golden, 10 lady liberties. He looks amazing. Amazing. Moving on to Chloe Bailey in Mansouri. I love this look. You can't go wrong with a black gown, but what I love about this look is how she's got so much skin on show. We've got cleavage, the cutout, the leg, but it balances it all out. And where you can see the beautiful velvety texture of the dress, the way it's cascading to the floor, it has this air of elegance about it. I also really like the fact that this has been styled so minimalistically. We can't see any crazy jewelry. We've got the statement earring and we've got one cuff, and then that very dainty chain around the waist. Apart from that, it's about the skin, it's about the body. It's so beautiful. Low-key styling like this when the gown is such a statement. It is just the way to go. And sometimes when it comes to the red carpet, less is truly more, and this is the perfect example of that. 10 Lady Liberties for Chloe Bailey. She looks beautiful in this dress. It's only right that Halle Bailey follows her sister Chloe Bailey. How beautiful does she look in this chocolatey brown Laquan Smith dress? How beautiful. It is such a gorgeous color on her, and the way it photographs, you get to see the texture of the fabric, the texture of that crushed velvet. It is stunning. Halle's outfit is also showing quite a lot of skin, arguably just a little bit less than Chloe, where we've got the long sleeve, but we've got the cutout over the bust down to the stomach. Girl, what's the secret? Share the secret for those abs. And then we've got the little cutout on the hip, the slit coming up the dress, not as high as Chloe's. And what I like is how it's got this beautiful draped ruche detailing going across the hip. It's just so flattering. And like Chloe's, even though there is skin out, skin is on show, it's balanced, it's not garish, it's tasteful. And what I love about this look is the crisscross detail across the bust and the stomach. It ties into that strappy sandal. It's just such clever styling. I'm not over how great she looks. They always look great, the Bailey sisters, but these two looks, yes. Last time I reviewed their looks, I was like, Halle looks better than Chloe. Chloe looks better than Halle. Nailed. Both 10 Lady Liberties. 10 Lady Liberties for Halle Bailey. This look is just delicious. Madeleine Klein in Monots. This silhouette on her is incredible. The shape of the panels is done really smartly. The diamond panel in the middle at her waist, where it starts wide in the middle and then gets slimmer as it comes out towards her hips, it's really defining her waist, and it just really draws your eye in that direction. If I was going to tweak anything about this look, and this is just like a teeny tweak because I do love it, but I would just bring the skirt portion of the dress just up slightly higher, because I feel like it would really help define that waist, and it would shorten the torso a little bit. I feel like where it's coming down like this, it's elongating her torso, when I feel that this look would be so beautiful if it was, well, it is so beautiful, but you know what I mean. It would make it more beautiful if it was just elongating her legs slightly more than elongating her torso. Madeleine's look has then been finished with the black elbow length gloves. They look like they're leather to me, and I love the bracelets worn over the top. It's giving us this edgy vibe to the look, and you can't go wrong with a black dress like this. It is classic on the red carpet, but the styling, that lived in effortless hair, the grungy like 90s supermodel-esque makeup with the gloves, is just the perfect way to style this. I'm gonna give Madeleine Klein in Monots 9 Lady Liberties. Just that small little tweak, it would have been a 10, but other than that, these looks are slapping. Moving on to Olivia Rodrigo in David Comer. David Comer nailed this look for her. What is not to love? The color on her, first of all, beautiful, but then we've got the nude illusion, we've got the textures, the sequins, the feathers, and the silhouette on her is just so beautiful. It's hitting her figure in all of the right places. The halter neck, that plunging V-line, the high waist, the fact that it skims over her hips and drops in this very slim shape to that feathered hem, and the hem finishes at that perfect point, just giving us the peep of the silver open-toed shoes. And what's so great about the styling of this is that this is a nude illusion dress. Ish, anyway. Usually a nude illusion dress is nude, whereas this is this beautiful cornflower blue color. But you understand what I mean when I say nude illusion. But the fact that it's been styled so simply, the earring, no bracelets, no necklace, a few rings, the shoes, that is it. It is perfection. It has been styled with the granny panty underneath. I'm not the biggest fan of a granny panty. However, she's 18 years old and she's wearing a nude illusion dress. I feel like this was the correct decision for her styling, and it is age appropriate. It's tasteful. The fact that an 18-year-old woman is walking the red carpet in a nude illusion dress and it's been styled tastefully. This is what we want to see. We don't want to see an over-sexualized look on someone of this age. So all of that being said, all of that praise, I'm gonna give Olivia Rodrigo 10 Lady Liberties. Our first menswear look from the red carpet, we've got Machine Gun Kelly in Ashton Michael. I believe this was a custom look. I do really like this look, however, I feel like it's more stage appropriate than it is red carpet appropriate. I do appreciate that it's incredibly contemporary menswear. The silhouette of it is this very relaxed silhouette, the wide leg trouser over that chunky black shoe, stompy boy aesthetic, you know I live for that. And I really like all of the hardware, the necklaces, but I do feel like it's leaning more stage outfit than red carpet, especially when you think back to that Dolce & Gabbana suit that he wore. That was the red sequin, that was very red carpet, whereas this is more stage for me. That being said, I'm gonna give this 9 Lady Liberties. I do enjoy this look. This is something I would happily wear if I was a stage artist. Or to film, who knows? Moving on to our boys, BTS in Louis Vuitton. I think this is one of my favorite red carpet looks from BTS. I love how classic this is, but it's got that contemporary twist on it. The grey suits in the different tones of grey, from the light grey up to that dark charcoal grey, and there's lots of classic elements of men's tailoring in here. The peak lapels, the DB6 jackets, double-breasted 6 jackets, that classic button placement, but then we've got the very contemporary cut, the length, the belted waist, the split trousers. There's a really beautiful contemporary twist on a classic menswear, and that is what I personally love when it comes to menswear. You'll notice that all of their suits have a very strong, square, boxy shoulder, and then the trousers to me look like quite a straight leg, and then it looks like there's more volume around the calf because they're splitting open, so there probably is slightly more volume in the calf of the trouser than the thigh, but it just gives a really nice silhouette that sits so beautifully over their shoes. I really like the trousers. My only qualm with the looks overall is that I'd wish they kept the colour palette to white and the tone of greys. I'm not the biggest fan of the pink and the blue shirt on Jimin and J-Hope. I understand that they are all pretty much wearing identical suits, so it is a point of difference to keep the looks unique, but I just think it would have looked so much more slick if Jimin and J-Hope had the white shirts on as well, but that's just personal taste, that's just my opinion. We can see in the picture that V and Jungkook are wearing exactly the same suit, this beautiful mid-tone grey suit, and it is very classic. We've got that strong shoulder shape, we've got the peak lapel, it's a double-breasted 6 button, and it's got that classic button placement where the top 2 buttons sit slightly wider than the 4 main buttons. And then it's got the very contemporary cut. This jacket is quite cropped, we can see it's sitting right where their hips are, and the quarters, which is where the jacket's hem is, have been rounded really beautifully. And then they've got the belt around the waist, snatching them in, and when I posted this to my YouTube earlier, I saw in the comments that you guys had said that the belt's been tied in a style similar to Korean hanbok, and I just think that is a really beautiful touch. Both of their looks have been finished with shirt and ties. V has got the white shirt on with that really exaggerated point collar, the black tie, and then Jungkook has got more of a classic point collar shirt on with a black tie. Both beautifully styled. And what I really like about these suits is that you'll notice where the belts are, instead of having belt loops, they've got hooks, and the hooks are in different colors. I just think it's a really interesting touch, and it's adding to that contemporary vibe that we're getting from this tailoring. Sugar and J-Hope are also wearing the same suit as V and Jungkook, but in the light grey colorway, exactly the same silhouette. The broad shoulders, the peak lapel, DB6, that snatched belted waist. You know I live for a belted waist. The styling differences between their looks here are quite clear. Sugar is wearing that white shirt with the top button open, the white sneakers. It is slightly more relaxed than the other members. And then J-Hope's to me looks like it's a white shirt that has a blue point collar and then a matching blue tie. And then he's got black sneakers on. Jimin is then wearing this same suit, but in the really deep, dark, charcoal grey colorway. I absolutely love this color. It's just like on the verge of black, but it's got those grey tones to it. It's such a good colour. And what I like about the dark grey is that it's really contrasting against that pink shirt and tie. And then you'll see he's got the pink hooks on his jacket. As I said, when I started talking about these looks, I wish it was a white shirt just because it would have really been incredibly cohesive. The pink and the blue don't really make much sense as a group look, but I do understand why it's been done, and it does contrast beautifully against the darkness of the suit. And what I like about the sneakers on Jimin's is that it's a black sneaker with a white sole, so it's tying into the white elements in the other members' looks. Finally, Jin and RM in their matching suits. Jin is obviously in that dark grey charcoal colour, and then RM is in the light grey colourway. This suit is almost exactly the same cut as the other members, the same strong shoulder, the same peak lapel, DB6, that same classic button placement. However, to me, it looks like their jackets are cropped even further, maybe an inch, just over an inch shorter than everyone else's, and then they've got that same straight trouser. I do really like this style, and I think it looks really, really great on Jin with the V-neck black jumper and the white shirt. It's very classic and simple styling, very much to his personal style. I do like this suit on RM, however, I don't think it is the best silhouette for him. He's tall, he's muscular, thickums, daddy, like he needs something a bit longer in the jacket. I think the belted suit would have looked better on RM, and you think he's tall, he's muscular, he's got the broad shoulders, he's got the broad back, and having the jacket with the strong shoulders and the belted waist, it really would have emphasized that shape and looked a lot more slick. And I think where this jacket is slightly shorter than the other members and it is in that light grey colour, it's making his upper body look a bit boxy like this. And I've looked at other pictures and it's just giving me the same shape. And when I think back to the Permission to Dance on stage live, where he was in the all black suit for Black Swan and it was slightly more relaxed, the jacket was a bit longer, it was the perfect silhouette on him. And I just think these fashion silhouettes just aren't suiting his body shape, and perhaps we need to like lean a bit more like classic for RM and then style it up in a contemporary way. He looks good, but I just want to like add like a few extra inches to the jacket. It's just, do you know what I mean? It's getting like very top heavy, and that's to do with his body shape, but also to do with the styling of the jacket. As I said before the full breakdown of the BTS looks, this is one of my favorite BTS red carpets. I love what they've served up, and I'm gonna give them 9.5 Lady Liberties. Moving on to Rachel Zegler and Carolina Herrera. It's a nice look, but I'm bored. It is boring, I'm sorry. The silhouette is really nice on her. The halter neck shape is nice on her. The cutout with a little bit of under boob is nice. But I feel like we've seen this tulle style dress so many times on the red carpet. It's just not doing anything interesting for me. She looks pretty, it's a pretty dress, but we've seen this dress before so many times, and designers like Victor and Rolf, Giambattista Valli have nailed and mastered this dress, and this, for me, just like isn't giving it to me. It's not living up to that standard. So I'm gonna give this 6 Lady Liberties. Sorry, Rachel. Billy Porter in Botta. I'm afraid this is another one that I'm disappointed by. It really fucking hurts me to say it because I love what Billy Porter stands for. I love what he serves up. He always brings a look to the red carpet, but I just can't get on board with this one. I am sorry. I think for me, it's the umbrella hat that's throwing it off. The suit itself, I do like this suit. I like the color, I like the cut, it's slick. I like the collar shape, it's different. I like the hardwell, but the bloody fucking umbrella hat, I do not understand. I rate how conceptual the look is, but the umbrella hat to me, it looks weather beaten. It looks like a used umbrella, and it just doesn't match up to the slickness of the suit, the hardware, the fucking pose. Like, come on, the umbrella hat does not working for me here. If you think of umbrella hats that we've seen before in collections, like Alexander McQueen, it's been more sculptural. It's had more of like a milliner has like mastered this hat. That sculptural umbrella vibe here, sick. But the fact that this literally looks like a used umbrella, no, it's not working for me, I'm afraid. So it's a 6.5 out of 10. Moving on to Lisa Koshy, I love this look. It is bold. The silhouette is bold and it's a modern day version of a pannier. I'm fucking here for it. A modern day take on a 17th, 18th century silhouette. Yes. The fact that it's all black as well, and we've got the different textures and how well those textures photograph the rope detailing on the dress in that crisscross pattern. And then the black tie, the black leather boot, it's these different textures, but the texture of the dress, the silhouette of the dress is the star of the show. And I really like the fact that they've done an empire line, waistline, where it's coming right from under the bust. I feel like if it was tight to her torso and then came out, it would start to lean more costumey. It wouldn't have the same effect. But where it starts from the bust, it has this more cool, effortless, easy silhouette about it, if that makes sense. I'm gonna give Lisa Koshy 8.5 Lady Liberties. JoJo Siwa, this is my first time reviewing a JoJo Siwa look, and when I clicked onto this, scrolling, doing my research, I was literally like, huh? Scrolled straight back up and was like, this is amazing. I've seen her a few times before. It's very like young teen vibes, the side pony, the colors. This bitch has grown up overnight and I'm living for this. I think she looks really beautiful, and the dress itself, whoever styled her and gave her this makeover, wow. When I was researching, I read that apparently this was her first time wearing heels as well, and I'm just like, yes, she looks so incredible. That sweeping black neckline, the texture of the tulle, it's the right amount of skin to be showing. She's also 18 like Olivia Rodrigo, and it is tastefully done with just the right amount of skin out, and the overall silhouette, it's so, so great. If I'm gonna be picky, for me, the hair and the makeup, it's leaning a bit sweet and a bit romantic for the dress itself. I think like a modern day take on a Hollywood curl or a Hollywood like sweep across the face would have worked perfectly with this gown, but that's me being a picky fucking queen. She looks beautiful, she's working it, and the fact that this is a complete makeover for her, the dress isn't wearing her, this style is not wearing her, she is owning it. 9 Lady Liberties for JoJo Siwa. Another menswear look, we've got Ian Dior and Raf Simons. You guys know I'm gonna love this look. I love a suit, I love a short suit, and what I like about this silhouette is that it's boxy, it's long line, and that blazer is coming right down to the mid-thigh, and I think the silhouette and the length of the short, it works perfectly with the jacket. Obviously this is very graphic, it's got that red print over top, and like Chloe Bailey, he's playing into the colours of the background of the red carpet, and I think it's a really smart, concise colour palette for this red carpet. To me, the jacket looks like an SB3. It could have more buttons, but it's covered by his hands, and it's got that beautiful peak lapel, so it's quite classic, but the actual size and length of the jacket's just been taken to that like oversized, slightly oversized place. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. And then like 24K golden, this has been styled shirtless with the layered chains. Honestly, such a great way to style a suit if you're going to an event, you're going down that contemporary vibe. Try it. It takes a bit of confidence, but once you have it on, you are honestly feeling it. I'm gonna give Ian Dior 9 Lady Liberties. This is a look. A look. Moving on to another menswear look, we've got Diplo and Dries Van Nouten. If I'm honest, I don't dislike this outfit, but I'm not loving it. I feel like it needs some tweaking, as the styling and the silhouette for me are personally a bit off. I like the color of the look, this very soft, like salmony, sandy, neutral color. It is a really unique color, but for me, I think that shirt jacket is just a bit too long. I think if we cut a few inches off of it, re-hemmed it so it was more of that cropped jacket and then the trousers sitting right at his waist on his hips, it will be a lot more flattering. It will give him the elongated leg silhouette more so than, you know, like the body just looks too long for that type of trouser. I also think this look would have looked better with a neutral roll neck to really play into the neutral color palette more so than the black. For me, the black is just a bit severe against how soft this nude is. And, you know, with these tweaks, it would have been a sick fucking look, but yeah. I'm gonna give this 6 Lady Liberties. Next up, we've got Winnie Harlow in Zuha Murad. I love this look. It is extravagant as fuck. However, I feel like it's been worn to the wrong event. I feel like this look belongs at the Met Gala or a red carpet that is known for having these extravagant looks, whereas to me, this just looks a bit out of place. I appreciate this look so much, like, don't get me wrong, all of the beautiful embellishment, the beading, how fucking heavy this dress is. You can't even begin to imagine, like, wow. The styling is great as well, the minimal shoe, the minimal jewelry, the hair in the updo, the little crown in the hair, the nude nails, the neutral makeup. Everything is letting this dress be the star of the show, but I just feel like this dress deserves a more fashion orientated event, if that makes any sense. That's just my opinion anyway. So I'm gonna give this 8 Lady Liberties. Love it. I just want to pluck her and like drop her at the Met Gala because that is where like this belongs. Moving on to Becky G, serving up this 80s party girl vibe. The mini dress in this saturated jewel tone purple with the shoulder pads. It's screaming 80s to me. Styled with the pointed toe stiletto as well. Like 80s vibes. I'm here for it. The only thing for me that I feel like needs a bit of tweaking is like not so much the silhouette of the dress, but it's the panels of the dress. This dress has really beautiful cutouts and those flashes of flesh are gonna help break up this really saturated purple. But looking at it, and it looks like it has this kind of like clasp detail going down the middle. The width of the neck, the bust, the waist, and then the one over the hips all look like the same width to me. And I feel like they should have changed that, made the one at the waist slightly slimmer, because you can see she's got a beautiful figure, she's got a defined waist, but where they're all the same width, the dress isn't adding that definition to the waist. If that waist one came in and was slightly slimmer, it really would have helped draw the eye in and defined her defined waist even further. Think of Madeleine Klein in that Monot dress. The way that they'd created that waist shape gave her beautiful definition at the waist, and I feel like this dress just needs a little bit of that. So for that reason, I'm gonna give Becky G in Racer Vanessa 7.5 Lady Liberties. JoJo of the iconic song Get Out, like that song is a banger. She's gone all out. This silhouette on her is beautiful. It's really showing off her hourglass figure, the halter neck, the neck shape, the boning defining her waist, the cutouts at the hip, like the thong coming out. It's really emphasizing that beautiful hourglass shape that she has. The only thing I don't feel like that is needed is the split up the front. The split is going so high up that you can literally see it is higher than the actual panty itself, and I feel like you just don't need it. I feel like the flash of the leg, it's kind of distracting from the beautiful shape. The cutouts on the hip are enough for me anyway. I do really like the styling of this outfit. I think they've styled it really, really well. The dress is the statement, and the fact that they've kept it low-key with that shoe, that's still an element of statement with the studs, and then we've gone for that slicked-up pony. If I'm honest, the slicked-up pony with this dress isn't my favourite, but I understand why they've done it, because it's her hair's out of her face, it's off of the dress. It is all about the dress and the body, but I think it also would have looked so great with her hair down. Blonde bombshell moment. I don't know what this little tea shake is. I'm gonna give I'm gonna give JoJo 7.5 Lady Liberties. Finally, Kaliuchi in Dolce & Gabbana. If I'm honest, I'm not sure about this one, guys. I just feel like this is another look that's better suited for a stage performance, and there is a lot going on. It's not very red carpet to me. The fact that we've got the cape, which is giving me like a boxing vibe, and then underneath we've got the corset, the elements of lingerie, like the suspender belts, is kind of giving me like a Lady Marmalade vibe. So them two together is already quite a lot with the boot. And then we've got the necklace, the drop earrings, we've got all of the rings. There is just a lot going on. And as I said at the start of the video, I feel like red carpet, less is more, but this is leaning more stage to me because there is a lot going on, and you can go wild on the stage. You can put everything on in the fucking kitchen sink and people are going to be like, yes, it's a look. Whereas I feel like this just needs to be like pared back and toned down a bit. The colour is beautiful on her and she looks good. It's just not red carpet appropriate for me anyway. Also, the cape needs a little bit of steam. Sprinkle. Anyway, our final look, Kaliuchi in Dolce & Gabbana. I'm gonna give this 6.5 Lady Liberties. The American Music Awards 2021 had some amazing looks, and I'm really impressed overall at how many amazing looks were on this red carpet. Please let me know in the comments who is your favorite look from today's video, but what you should do next is go check out my previous video, Airport Fashion Battle, where I put your favorite idols head to head to see who has the best airport fashion. I'll leave a link up here as well as in the description box. But thank you so much for watching. A massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed. You are amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.